hit that like button. Let's subscribe to the page. We appreciate all you guys for tuning in and showing love. Now, Joel wants to make his case for why the Chicago Bears.
Jesus Christ. All right. This dude
should go after a running back.
Let's do it, Joe. What you got?
First of all, I just said if Saquon's there, I want Saquon.
No, let's go.
I want a multi-talented
at what point?
running back that can catch the ball in the backfield. No, not at the detriment of building our team. Yeah, I'm just saying I would like to have Saquon. There's not a lot of free agents I want, period, because most of these guys aren't really. I haven't really looked at the incoming like free agents that's coming out this year, but I prefer the I don't want us to eat up the whole cap trying to sign free agents neither.
So the question is, should the Chicago Bears go out and sign Saquon Barkley?
No.
I didn't even make a graphic for that. If I would have made that, that's what we're going to have a topic.
I mean, we literally talked about this topic, though.
Yeah, that was earlier today. The whole point was that dude, the impact that Christian McCaffrey has on San Francisco would almost be similar to what he could do in this offense if this is a similar offense that the Bears would be running.
See, to me, here's the problem. I would say maybe you go out and get Saquon if like we sucked at being a running back, right? Or sucked at being a running football team. The Chicago Bears were second in rushing this season.
Yeah.
The Chicago Bears were a top 5 rushing offense. Like I'm not getting why we need to go out and get. We need this dynamic running back.
But I mean, Justin might have been part of the reason why they was top 5.
Well, of course he's a part of the reason.
Not as much as the year before, though.
A lot, yes, definitely a lot less. But I mean, like we're sitting here talking about going out and getting somebody like Saquon Barkley when guess what? We don't have a guy that can snap the football to a guy that you can turn around and hand the football off to the guy that's going to get a football to Saquon Barkley.
Really? This is what we're doing?
This
is what we're doing.
There are other
You don't think we're
positions
going to address this in the draft? You don't think we're getting a center? They got a bunch of centers.
So you going into next year?
We're going into the
with
draft.
A rookie center?
We're going into the draft.
You're going,
and we're going to get some centers.
So we're
going to get a left tackle. We're going to get a center.
Uh-huh.
And we need a 3 technique for sure. I need those 3 for sure.
What if we take a quarterback?
I don't know. I don't.
So then
I'm trading that pick down. And I'm getting all my. I'm so torn between this dude because we're gonna talk about this. It's something I wanted to bring up when we talk about recapping the games because I had to thought about this quarterback situation. It's starting to bother me.
Yeah.
So in Joe's defense,
y'all don't even want him.
I'm in Joe's defense. No.
They don't even want him. They said
we need the dude though.
What did he make this year? 14 or 13? What was his franchise tag?
No. No, it was like 10.
It was 10. Yeah, 10's a lot.
It was like 10. No. But in Joe's defense, this is where I think that it would help. If with the running backs the Bears already got, you're talking about a Khalil Herbert and a Roschon Johnson.
Yeah.
It takes his workload down. It'll take his workload down, which. In that sense, it'll make Saquon more effective. The reason why he was, healthier than he's ever been in those past seasons is because one, I mean, we had a okay line, but then after that, you also got a decent back, like a decent backup. Like Matt Breida was a decent backup to kind of spare him, in the sense that we didn't need him for all 3 downs or all 4 downs. He's capable of you run the 2 downs. He could take a break. Maybe Brady could be our 3rd down back. So in that aspect, I can kind of see what Joe's talking about because they do have a similar. Him and Christian McCaffrey would have a similar workload because you got to remember when they were both at their peak. Saquon had a year where he had 2,000 yards from scrimmage and 90 catches.
But he's all the offense
as a running back.
Let me ask you this,
and he wouldn't have to be all the offense either because you got DJ Moore, Justin Fields, or Darnell Mooney or whoever else you're going to pick up.
What does prioritizing a running back right now do for you, though?
No. It's about having another weapon.
Yeah,
I'm looking at Aaron Jones.
It's just about accelerating the offense.
I just want some yak. Yards out of the catch.
You can get that with Roschon when he's implemented into the offense more next year. You can get that with Roschon.
I like Roschon, but he just doesn't.
They don't give him enough chances.
You want a hot name running back.
I want a home run hitter.
You know what?
I want a home run hitter.
Hey, you know when home run hitters start to show up? when there's massive holes created for him to run through. That's when you get home run hitters.
I understand that, but when you get a guy that's not, yes, we need offensive line open holes. I'm not saying put Saquon in there and let him get his head beat in like Walter Payton back in the 70s. I didn't say that. I'm just saying that I want him where we have a good line, and now he can really do more than just try to run for his life. He can actually be an asset or a weapon.
Yeah, but how much
he's
you
special?
Think you're getting Saquon at?
But I just said I'd like Saquon.
Spend that money. Spend that money on your defensive end.
Here's the thing that I'll say. Right, Saquon was special.
Now he was special.
Saquon was special.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah.
Was
do
Saquon
what I would
is
like
now 2 major injuries into his career.
He still is.
He's okay. He's 2 major injuries into his career.
What?
Right?
Yeah.
How old is he now? 25, 26? So that means I got 4 more years before I'm getting rid of him.
That's all you need.
4. That's all you
it's
need.
3 years.
How many
years to
how
build a
many?
team.
We've had this
Listen. So now I got to pay you how much a year? 10 mil a year? So I'm giving you $40 million for 4 years?
I
have no problem spending McCaskey's money.
After the 4 years you're talking about giving him 40?
No,
he's
40.
He's
What?
over
I'm talking
10
about
now.
you're going to have to pay him $10 million a year
He's
minimum
over 10
now.
He's over
but
10
what are
now.
you getting from that?
Oh, yeah. Saquon,
But you're getting a dynamic player.
At 12 million?
Everybody's talking
you're
about
spending
what are we talking
$10
about?
million a year
Okay.
on a dude that wasn't the leading rusher this year.
Yeah, because they had no quarterback.
We can come up with whatever reason.
They didn't have a quarterback, Pat.
We don't know if we got a quarterback.
But that's a
we
fact,
had a better
though.
quarterback that actually was kind of there.
But I think that's the thing, right? We got to figure out where we need to prioritize our money to. $10 million ain't no little bit of change.
What you're not going to do is overreact to the fact that I would like to have Saquon. If we get him, that would be great. If we don't, I'm not going to cry.
He was like, I think that we should go after because
I didn't say that.
Nope. We should go after Saquon Barkley.
Nope.
That's exactly what you said.
Fast.
You're coming way too fast with that. That is not what I said.
I'm coming in hot.
You're coming in hot. All I was saying was I would like if I would go after him as a free agent. I would, but I'm not saying we got to get him. But if we were to get, I would love to have him.
So what number you bringing Saquon in?
I guess I'm the one wearing the GM hat, right? I don't know. I guess it depends on the cap where we at. So if he's 10 million, it would be, of course, ideal if we can find someone.
10 million this year.
Okay, let me ask you this: what player of that caliber, since we didn't get Bijan, of that type of running back?
You didn't cry.
Who's like that coming out in this draft this year?
Nobody. I mean, Blake Corum is nice out of Michigan, but
Blake Corum, he's like a slide. He's like
a Blake Corum is nice.
Yeah,
but look,
Blake Corum is nice.
This is why
he does everything.
I'm looking at Aaron Jones in Green Bay, tandem with I think it's Dillon. I'm looking at what San Francisco did with McCaffrey, tandem with really it's Debo. Like we're talking about guys that can catch and run. It's just I'm just looking for how fast can we get those guys?
Talking about teams that had the rest of it already.
That's the key.
Yes, but
you're talking about
you can afford to go for one of those guys versus everybody else as we're trying to draft and find in the draft. There's only so many you're going to find that can actually hit.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. At some point, you got to pay Tevin Jenkins. Not this year, but you're going to have to pay Tevin Jenkins.
Right.
You got to pay Jalen Johnson.
You know what's funny? I thought about this.
You could tag him now.
I think we should.
I'm not tagging him. I'm paying him. He's 24 years old.
Hey.
His 24 years old is younger than Saquon Barkley's 26 years old for $26 million.
But look, has not
or Ryan, for $10 million.
Has not Ryan Poles shown us that he can draft a cornerback? He's drafted 3 of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But why would you get rid of a cornerback you've already developed? You pay him.
But you could. Pay him. Well, he was under pace. But if you can trade and get some value out of him,
I think his best 2 seasons been his last 2 years.
I didn't say it. I hear you, but the whole point is about the cap. The whole point is about fitting this team to fit under a certain cap amount, right?
Yeah.
So my point is this: if we can draft, we know that scouting department is really receivers low, cornerbacks very high.
Yeah.
So we know we can get a cornerback.
They can't miss this year. It's like here's so many receivers in the first round that are good. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, here's my argument going back to what Ringo said as far as the whole Saquon bringing him in and thinking that he's going to like make a huge impact or move the meter as of right now because he's an older running back now. And then too, if you're going to tell me that you're bringing him in with over $10 million that he's already getting paid, and you're not going to use him as a bell cow, but he's going to be a part of a committee.
Yeah.
Just because you're fearing that maybe he could get a third major injury, then I don't need him. That's not moving the meter for me. You have other areas of need that you need to address in this free agency coming up. You got Chris Jones that's up there as that 3 technique that you need. You got the guy from Jacksonville, Josh Allen. You got Brian Burns possibly from Carolina. You have other people that are going to fulfill or fill those positions of need that you need to address way more than the running backs that we have.
Like, we might need to go to the graphic with the roster real quick.
We got a roster graphic. Let's see if the internet allows
update
it.
that real quick.
Hey, you gave Eddie Jackson the red.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
You're still missing Jalen Johnson in.
I didn't update. This is the older one. I'm sorry, but the whole point.
Jalen Johnson's actually a Pro Bowler. Like he went.
I know
he actually good to gold. He's actually gold.
He actually is gold. The point is that we need a center. I think we need a left tackle. We need a 3 technique. My point is that with Saquon, no, I didn't say I won't. Even he got here, that's our guy. And then you can spell him with Roshan. Khalil Herbert, he can't block. He's pretty much like he's limited in what he can do.
He's I'm gonna turn around and hand you the ball.
But what he does is that he doesn't trick the defense. The problem is like we know that basically means we know when this dude's in there, this is what they're going to be running. Yeah, because they pretty much used Roshan practically as a decoy for blocking.
He wasn't a decoy. He was in there to block.
He was, but I'm saying like we know
that technique was crazy.
We know that he's there to block. We know that when he's in the game, it's just like the dumb stuff we used to deal with. If Devin Hester was lined up with this, that means they're doing this. It's like they don't have the ability to trick anybody because it's like their personnel isn't that they don't scare anybody. All right, well, if Herbert's in, he's not doing nothing because he can't block.
You do have a point, Joe. I will say that if you do have Saquon,
I was surprised for all of us.
He will change the offense, but right now you have too many holes to spend that money in your cap on that. Next year, if we are on the cusp of being contenders, then you bring in a Saquon.
Dude, the way this team is
because you got to think about where are you going to pay a veteran to come in? Are you paying an edge? Or are you paying a 3 technique? Neither of those positions are cheap. Are you paying a starting center to come in? Yes, we can address it in the draft. That don't mean that a starting rookie center is going to be ready to go. They had a starting rookie center they had a rookie center in Seattle this year, and they brought in Bobby. What it's only like I did Seattle starting center. I only did a video on him today. That's fine. I can't think of his name.
Roro
Jones, whatever his last name Jones is. But he's basically a Lucas Patrick piece that they signed for a year.
Okay, but
you know what I mean? Like you got to figure out what positions that aren't here that you're gonna. What you doing with a safety? You going to draft another safety, or are you going to go get a veteran safety that's a little bit cheaper on the market? Well, there's still some pieces that you got to go out and pay money to. I ain't got $10 million for a running.
No, this is what we're going to do.
Minimum $10 million.
This is what we're going to do. What we're going to do is go ahead and break down this squad, and we're going to do the whole little free agent. We're going to play the little cap game and see how we would build this team and see what room we actually have, because there are some cap casualties coming up. Eddie Jackson appears to possibly be
Bojack's probably going to be cap casualty.
That's like, was it $12, $13 million?
No, you get about
it's
9.
Like two.
You get about 9.
I think it's 18, and he gets it's 18.
It's 18. His dead cap is 9.
Right, and then your boy, the center, Cody Whitehair is a possible cap.
Cody Whitehair is a definite.
That's
cap.
a big.
It's not
like that's a big. You get some money back.
Yeah.
So, like, I think the point is that there is some flexibility, but with this draft coming in, they're going to build this team through the draft for the most part. But by doing that, you can afford to spend on 1 or 2 different free agents. We can't, because they're talking about Chase Young possibly coming here. How much money is he going to want? I don't want him either.
Hey, look,
I'm good neither. Because what's the point?
I dropped the video and I was like, I'm excited, and I'm looking at it, and like, I had seen Chase, but I had seen Chase in like all the passing down stuff, and I hadn't seen him just get cooked on the run. Hey, he worse than Yannick.
Bro, when I tell you,
he was lost out there on the run. Yeah, I felt bad.
He's a straight edge rusher.
He's an edge rusher.
He rushes the pass.
And you know what? I tell you, the spot I'd save money at, if I'm gonna go get a straight edge rusher, I'd re-sign Yannick off his knee injury.
Hey, facts.
But we don't know. Like, the other thing is, you don't know what extra move. Ryan Poles has shown you that he's done everything unorthodox when it's come to this draft.
Yeah.
His first year was like he had no picks. He got 2 starters in terms of drafting 2 corners. Like, nobody was really that high. Like Kyler Gordon, okay, great. And then we got Brisker. I was like, I was cool with that. But then they trade the pick this year to get where we are now. Who knows what they're going to do this year? Mm-hmm. But I know they got to fill this. I don't even think there's that many holes on this team as we think it is. There are so many games away from actually contending. They were able to contend this year based off bad coaching and just bad coaching when they get down to it.
Yeah.
And so in their mind, this coaching staff, these people that they put in place, what they're trying to do, there is a level of, I think, maturation that all of them are learning. Eberflus had to learn how to be a better coach. They've seen some deficiencies in offensive coordinator, so we got a new one that hopefully can develop. And so
offensive staff, not just offensive coordinator.
Yeah. So I think the whole point is that say what?
I said all of y'all get out.
Get out.
So I just think that we're in a position where we're in a much better place than we were even a year ago. And I don't think it's that we're that far off, fellas, in terms of competing.
I don't think we're that far off in terms of competing. I think you get there a lot quicker if you're not wasting $10 million on a position that I can get a fifth rounder to do.
But see, you keep discrediting and discounting the talent of a Saquon, of Christian McCaffrey.
But those two are not even on the same level.
Naming 3 dudes.
You don't think they're on the same level?
No. Saquon's not on Christian McCaffrey's level anymore.
What?
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Not anymore. Right. We're
You know
talking
what?
about the year.
You know what, fellas? I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Stop.
You cooked me.
Stop giving up on
Pat
the debate.
cooked me.
Stop
That's
giving
it.
up on the debate.
I'm done.
Nah,
We will find Saquon in the 5th round.
I mean, you can.
I don't
You're
know
not.
how, but okay.
I mean, you kind of can.
No, I haven't seen it.
You're
Every
gonna
Saquon
find-
looking
you're
dude,
gonna
You haven't seen the top running back in the league come in the 5th round?
I think
James Conner got cut by the Bears on a practice squad. He ended up being the leading rusher in the NFL 2 years ago.
Nuts. That's
There you
nuts. That's crazy.
You can find this version of Saquon in the 5th round. I'm sorry. Like, do better. Hey.
I don't think it's
Now that's a great take. You can't find rookie years Saquon in the 5th round.
No kidding.
You still
No.
2,000 yards from scrimmage.
Listen.
2,000 yards from
Yeah.
scrimmage and 90 catches, almost 90 catches.
You know what? But you know why you can't find that guy in the 5th round? Because that 5th round guy is not going to get the opportunity Saquon got his rookie year.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can find this version of Saquon Barkley.
I don't want
that.
that. I'm talking. Never mind.
This is the version you getting, Joe.
If he's done, then he's done. If he's cooked,
You
he's
can't
cooked.
get rookie year Saquon.
Wait, but
he was still a problem last year.
this version doesn't have a quarterback though.
This version doesn't have a quarterback.
He didn't.
This version of Saquon don't got a quarterback. You're still okay. Even if he's not on the level of Christian McCaffrey, you telling me he can't give me 1,500 yards from scrimmage or 1,700 yards from scrimmage and at least 65 catches?
I like the way that man thinks right
with
there.
10 tutties?
Hey, here we go. Saquon Barkley got every football.
Gucci Finesse says you all.
Bro,
Who else?
If
Who else would they
you
throw
give
to?
him this is the thing. If
Who
you
else
give
would they
him
throw
and
to
if you
in
get
the
Darius this year?
Boy, don't you?
This year? Are we saying this year?
This year.
Darius Slayton, Darren Waller, and sometimes Jalen Hyatt when they knew he was on the bench.
Okay, so who got most of the targets?
Bro, it does not matter. Oh my lord, they still did not have a quarterback.
My Lord.
Ringo is getting angry.
They still have a
We need a
quarterback, bro.
raging meter on
Because
Ringo.
you can't. You just saying, oh man, we need him out there to run. We need him out there. We need him out there to run and block. No, he's giving you 60 catches out of the backfield, bro, and can still turn a 5-yard play into a possible touchdown.
Yeah.
You need the offense to elevate to a point where, again, like I'm saying, if Sharon Waldron wanted to take a flyer, I need to know that we're gonna go out here and score 30 to 34.
Look,
and if you possibly pick them up, that's how you do it.
Look, like my man, what my man say? Was it Rex Smith here? He said, well, it's a luxury position, but Joel is right. They're contradicting their own argument. McCaffrey was not a late round pick; he was a first round pick, and that's who they keep praising. The point is that type of talent,
praising
the media, everyone. The whole point is that type of talent. I understand Jordan. Who was the running back we had?
Jordan Howard.
I understand we can get Jordan Howard. We can get our boy that just left and went over to Detroit.
Jordan Howard couldn't
all
catch.
those type of dudes, but we're talking about. I'm talking about Adrian Peterson. I'm talking about
elite.
Yeah, McCaffrey, Saquon. Even Derrick Henry was. I mean, the running juggernaut.
How much you paying Derrick?
Super Bowls they got?
How much you paying Derrick?
Right
because they always go to
$3 million.
The problem is they're going to the bad team.
I'm not paying Derrick Henry.
Right now, I got
I don't believe it.
See, y'all
I don't believe it.
I don't believe
it.
That
I don't believe it.
The point is that those guys typically go to bad teams where they are the bell cow and they're running them into the ground. So they never get a quarterback. And they are the offense. Imagine going to a team where you have that type of talent, like McCaffrey. All of a sudden, they're like legit Super Bowl contenders now because of getting McCaffrey.
Because of Christian McCaffrey?
He is helped.
They weren't in the Super Bowl before Christian McCaffrey.
Okay,
but McCaffrey is more so preserved even as a top running back because you have all those other weapons on the team. All these other running backs we're talking about don't have other weapons on the team. He just mentioned all those receivers on the Giants that don't nobody know. Jalen Hyatt and whoever, Darius Slayton. Like, don't nobody think of him as threats. Slayton.
No, it's Darius Slayton, but still. We know Darren Waller, but I mean, do we care? Yeah.
The whole point is that I would like that if we were to get that type of talent.
Shout out to Kelsey Plum. That's his wife. She Las Vegas.
But the whole point is that if we I agree that we still got to draft O-lineman. We got to get this O-line built right. We got to get this D-line right first. That is the priority number one. And obviously, we've done enough that we don't need Saquon, but I would like to have him as a compliment, and I think he would be a weapon based on how this offense that we're supposed to be running. Like I said, we're looking at Green Bay, we're looking at San Francisco, even Detroit. I mean, Detroit is utilizing those two running backs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all about Amon St. Rob, but then it's Gibbs and Montgomery. Great change of pace back.
Yeah, but you get Montgomery in there at no money. You get Gibbs in there on a rookie deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Monty's on what, $6 million?
But they didn't go to the Super Bowl. These going to the Super Bowl. McCaffrey going to the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, McCaffrey went to a team that already went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that was that team. This is this team.
Yeah, that's a different team. That's a different team.
That's the same coach.
Hold on,
same coach.
Hold on, to Joel's point, though.
Which players is different? Debo went to the first Super Bowl, and Kittle went to the first Super Bowl.
What about the offensive line?
Trent,
you got better.
Different quarterback.
No, you went out and you paid more money for a left tackle.
Different quarterback, and they developed IU
and a different defense.
Right,
IU developed better.
He developed all of them.
Different defense.
You developed
better defense now.
Bosa was there.
Damn, Fred back
there. The core players were the same.
Yeah.
The core players on San Francisco defense
are the same.
Yeah.
They added a couple pieces,
Bosa,
cherry on top.
Armstead, Fred Warner, they've been around for a minute now.
Bosa was there.
I said Bosa.
Yeah, Bosa was in the first Super Bowl.
The whole point
was crying at the end.
They had continually improving their team, though.
Yeah, he was crying at the end because they kept running all over that end racism sign.
You know what? We should segue into.
We got to
segue into the other topic.
Yeah, let's talk. Hey, appreciate you guys for tuning in, showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Let us know if you think the Chicago Bears need Saquon Barkley on their team. Should they go out and sign him in the free agents